Hey everybody, this is Caterroll Hunter, and we're back with $500 in customer wrapped Canadian quarters ready to be hunted. Hey folks, this is James, and you're watching my channel, Caterroll Hunter. I've got 50 rolls of quarters here. Now, these two bundles I got at two different banks. I got one bundle of 10 one day at one bank, another bundle of 10 on another day at another bank. And I just picked up these three bundles at my bank yesterday. And so we've got a whole box to hunt, just minus the box. But these ones have been sitting around probably for a few weeks. And so I've been kind of really looking forward to getting in them. We've got some of these, what do we got? We got like customer wrapped, but hand wrapped with homemade wrappers. So that's always interesting. So we'll see what's in there. We got some of these plastic ones. I didn't see any silver edges when I looked at those, but you never know. Sometimes they can be hidden in plain sight. So, well, we'll get started. I think we're going to get into this roll right here because this is the roll that is apparently ready to go. So let's see what we can do. Of course, we want to fill some slots in our Lighthouse Vista album. We're really, really close to filling that album up, minus, of course, a bunch of the silver that we still need to get. So we definitely want to get something old and silvery. Of course, if we find any errors or varieties or low mints, that would be great. In our last hunt, which was an epic hunt, we got a really low mint, 1991, which was awesome. So you'll want to check that video out because that's really low mint, only 459,000. If we found another one in here, that would be epic. All right, let's get cracking. Well, that's going to be a pretty fast start. I just pulled up the second coin in roll number one, and it is a really beautiful 2004 color poppy. So that's our first find in just our second coin, and it's in really, really nice shape, as you can see here. So that's a good one. Awesome. And just a little ways back, we've got our first provincial quarter. It is Quebec from 1992. It looks like it's got a little bit of rim damage you can see over here and over here, but we'll pull that aside. That's still a good coin to find out in the wild. And I just took a closer look, and it's actually just a little bit of gunk that we could probably get off with just a little bit of water. So not actually damaged. Well, that's a great start indeed, because still in roll number one, and we've got a foreign. It is 25 cents from Barbados. That's pretty awesome. That's a 1994. I didn't notice it because it's got a reeded edge, although it looks a little bit thicker. But I think I just thought it was slightly worn. Turns out it's just a foreign coin. That's wicked. And this roll just keeps on giving. We've got a gorgeous Vancouver 2010 Olympic Commemorative. It is the speed skating, and look at that coin. Still in the same roll, we got another really nice Olympic. So we'll put that aside. And we've got a 2013 here that might be color, so we'll take a peek. And it's not. It's a DeSalleberry. It's not the color version, though. Roll number two, we're going to have another provincial. There's the 1992. It's got a little bit of a scrape on it. That's too bad. Otherwise, it looks like it's in good shape. And it's a Nova Scotia. We'll set it aside for now. Just at the end of that roll number two, and we've got a commemorative here. We can see it. It looks like it's in pretty good shape. And it's that 2017 Stanley Cup. We're off to a pretty hot start here with some really nice coins in our first couple rolls. Let's hope this continues. Roll number three, another nice one. This is that 2004 St. Croix, 400th anniversary. Same roll, and we got that 2015 Poppy, the non-color version. One of my favorites, a beautiful coin. Roll number four, it's our first American, but our second foreign because we got that Barbados quarter. This is the Kansas from 2005. One of the varieties I'm always looking for on this one is that In God We Rust variety. We'll flip it over and we'll see. This is definitely not it. You can read fully In God We Trust, but there is an error where that T was, I guess, polished or worn almost completely off the die, and so it reads In God We Rust, and in most lights you can't see the T at all. It might be really, really faint, but it's not this one. And right behind that looks like we might have a couple of nice ones. There's another 2007 Olympic. It's curling. It's got a slight bit, you can see above the 25 cents, a slight bit of the Ring of Death. That's unfortunate because it's a gorgeous coin. And right behind that, another one. And it's another gorgeous Stanley Cup. That's a great one. If you watch my channel regularly, you know that I always have a couple of tools at my disposal when I'm doing hunts. One, of course, is my USB microscope that I use to project onto the screen here, so I can take a closer look at coins if I'm looking for errors or varieties, doubling, and that sort of thing. The other thing I always have is a magnet. And if you watch my channel, you know I actually have this little fridge magnet. It's a milk bag opener, because here in Canada, milk bags are a thing, and you need a little blade to cut open your milk bag. It had a weak little magnet on it, and I was using that, and I've misplaced it. I haven't been able to find it, so I haven't been using it for my last number of hunts. And fortunately for me, another YouTuber came to the rescue. So I have here a little screwdriver magnet from fellow YouTuber Walker Magnet. He's got a channel, and there's his email address there. You can get a hold of him if you want. But Walker Magnet had this. I was watching one of his live streams. I'm like, where did you get that little knife? I didn't actually notice that it was personalized with his channel name on it. And yeah, where did you get that screwdriver with the magnet on it? And he said, hey, Catterall Hunter, I'm going to send one to you. And he did. I got it in the mail. I'm so excited. And so I can use this. If we get any of those 1968s, I always use the magnet to check if it's silver or nickel. So we can do that. I just slightly modified this because the magnet is at the end here where my thumb is. And what I've done is I just found a perfectly sized and shaped little, almost like a silicone cover to go over there, so that when I'm hunting, it will pick up the coin if it's nickel, but it's not going to damage the face of the coin, because I don't really want to do that either. So big shout out and thanks to Walker Magnet. Go subscribe to his channel. He does streams, he does hunts, some bills he's been doing, as well as half dollars and such. So definitely check him out. Go subscribe, show him a bit of love, and tell him that Catterall Hunter sent you too. Just getting towards the end of that roll number 5, and we found a 2017 Hope for a Green Future. There's a color version of this as well. So this is the non-color version. That's a cool one to find. And then right behind it, we're going to have another commemorative. You can see the obverse of the Queen with the big crown on. Flip that over. That's a 2000 Natural Legacy. This was from a year where they did a different coin every month. They did that for both 1999 and 2000. So lots of commemoratives from those years to find. Just at the end of roll 6, and we're going to have another state quarter. This one looks like it's going to be in excellent condition. Look at that beautiful 2008 Arizona. We'll flip that over. And that one's out of Philadelphia. Beautiful. Roll 7, we're going to get our second color quarter. It's a pretty grungy looking 2008 poppy, and some of that poppy's worn off, you can see. Not in great condition. We'll count it. It's our second color quarter. Maybe not a keeper, though. Well, just at the end of that roll, and we're going to get a chance to use our handy-dandy magnet from Walker Magnet, because we got a 68. We got to check it. And that one is absolutely nickel, so it's not the silver one we're looking for. A little further back, there is a U.S. quarter. It is a Denver Mint. And if we flip it over, it is one of the National Park quarters. That is Arches from 2014. Roll number 9, we're going to get a beauty. Look at this 1972. This is one we are absolutely going to have to check against the album. That one is in wonderful shape. We'll set that aside. And then I saw an odd edge a little further back here. And it looks like it's just going to be a damaged coin. Somebody's like taking it to a grinder or something. And yeah, they've really done a number on that one. Interesting, but not a keeper. Nothing fancy there. We're finding lots of beautiful 2021s. I'm in roll number 10. What I haven't found yet in quarters is a 2022. So I'm on the lookout for that for sure. Roll 11, there is our third color enamel quarter. This is the 2006 Breast Cancer Awareness. Roll number 12, we're going to have something here. And that is a really nice looking 2008. Much better than the other one we found earlier with some gunk on it. Roll number 16, we got a pretty awful looking 1973 Mountie. We're still going to check it, of course, for the large bust versus small bust. We can see already, we don't even have to scope it, all that detail in the hair tells us this is the small bust. And of course, the beads are far away from the rim. The large bust, the rare one, they'd be much, much closer and there wouldn't be as much detail in the hair. So we would have taken it if it was, even in this condition, because I've never found one and they're pretty valuable. But no, we'll keep looking. Same roll. Here's a 1993. We'll check against the album. We don't come across these 90s all that often. Many of the years in the 90s, the later years, weren't minted for circulation, 97, 98, 99. So we will we'll take a peek. I'm not sure if we've got this one in great shape or not. Roll 17, and it looks like we're going to have a really nice looking Millennium Commemorative by the obverse. Let's flip that over. That is the Health from 2000. That one looks really nice. That's very likely going to be an upgrader in the album. We'll check it out at the end. Just at the end of roll number 18, and as the coins were sliding down, we could see some color, and it is another 2006 for the board. Color. Look at that. Nice one too. And right behind that 2006 was actually a really nice looking 1974. So we'll check that against the album as well. Roll 19, looks like we're going to have another 90s quarter that doesn't look too bad. This one is a 1990. We'll check that against the album. Too bad it wasn't another 1991. That would have been just incredible. Roll 20 is going to give us our third provincial. It is from British Columbia. And we'll give it a little flip there. And we'll see that double date, 1867 to 1992. Of course, that was Canada's 125th birthday celebrating Confederation. Roll 21, we're going to have another nice 2006. Roll 22 is going to be our fourth American here, or we'll have our fourth American. That is from Philadelphia, and it is, it's a 2013 Fort McHenry. I'm not even sure if I've got this one. That's a cool one. Awesome. Roll number 23, and we're going to have a beautiful 2009 Cindy Clausen. Just check that coin out and flip it over. It is just flawless. Wow. Roll 26, we're going to get a pretty circulated 2006, so that's one more color for the board. Roll number 28, and this is going to be our fifth 2006 breast cancer awareness, and that shouldn't be a surprise. This is one of the most common colorized quarters that we can get. The other one being the 2004. They were put out in pretty significant quantities, and so we can find them, and often in really nice shape, nicer than this, of course. Same roll, and there's a pretty nice 2002. That is the Canada Day design. That was minted just over 30 million. And just a little further back, there is another really nice looking 2004. And as I had mentioned, pretty common to find that, but nice to see it in nice shape. Roll 29, there's a 2013 there. And this is the Arctic Explorers. This is what is known as Finish A, where the clothes of the explorers are frosted. And there's a Finish B where it's the compass itself that is frosted. Roll 30, and we're going to get another really nice 2009. Is it going to be the same? Is it going to be Cindy Clausen or the hockey? It's obviously another Cindy Clausen. Just gorgeous. Look at that, eh? Roll 32, we got a 1978. We'll check it under the scope to see if it's the small bead or the large bead. It certainly looks like a small bead from here, but let's take a closer look. Okay, here's a close-up view, and those beads are definitely small beads. So there's a 1978 small bead. These beads are actually quite small. Absolutely, no doubt, 78 small bead. Not valuable necessarily, and certainly not in this condition, but there's a small bead and a large bead, and if you want both in your collection, you're going to have to scope them and check them out. Roll 33, just doing an edge check of this roll, and I think we might have silver. We definitely have an American over here, but look at this edge right by my thumb. It's just slightly different. It's got that whiter silver look, so I'm going to put this down and we'll take a peek. Okay, so we can quickly look at our US. It's going to be another state quarter. This one is South Carolina 2000, and that is a P mint mark. That's cool. And we'll look down here and see if we can find there. Oh, and that has the look of silver. And there it is. Our good friend, the Bobcat, a 1967 commemorative silver quarter in the box. We've got silver. That is a sight for sore eyes. That's great. We've found lots of things here so far. That's been a good box so far, but this is what we're looking for sure. Silver, 1967 silver quarter in the box. And towards the end of that roll, we're going to get a really nice looking 2000. That might very well be an album upgrader. That is the Celebration with the fireworks on it. We'll give it a little flip here. And that is just in a really nice condition. Roll 35, and we're going to have a nice millennial. This is the March 1999. And this one is in a lovely condition. And speaking of lovely condition, here is an American. It's another state quarter, and it looks to be in really nice shape too. This is an Ohio 2002. Flip it over, and we'll see it is out of Philadelphia. Roll 37 is going to give us another really nice Olympic commemorative. That is the ice dancing. Roll 40, and we're finding some more really nice Millennium coins. There's a 2000 Ingenuity. Same roll just towards the end, and we got a really nice men's hockey. Roll 41, I got a 1978. This one is very definitely the large denticle. You can see these denticles are much longer than the small ones we saw earlier. Same roll, and I just pulled another 78 out of this roll here, and it's on the left. So you can see the small denticle on the left versus the large denticle we found just a moment ago on the right. So you can compare and see the differences there. Roll 42, we got another 68, so we got another chance to just test it, and it is not the silver. Same roll, we're finding lots of state quarters. I don't even think we've actually gotten of our US ones, and this might only be the 6th or 7th, but I don't think we've even just got a normal Eagle quarter. There's a 2000, and this one out of Denver. Roll 44, we've got a semi-key date 1983, pretty circulated, but that is a low mint quarter and one to look out for. All right, roll number 45, and we've got another RCMP 1973. What we want to do, if we really want to find out the easiest way to tell if you've got a large bust or a small bust, is to compare it to a 1972. Because the large bust variety, they mistakenly used the 1972 bust when they had developed a new one to use from 73 forward. So I've got a 72. We found that really nice one earlier. So we're going to compare these two. We'll look at them under the scope and see the differences. Okay, so here they are under the scope side by side, and you can see if we look at the detail in the hair on the left-hand side, that's the small bust, and the detail in the hair or lack of it on the right-hand side, the large bust. And look at how much closer those beads are on the right-hand side, the 72. They're almost touching that rim. So if we find a 1973 with this bust on the right-hand side, we've got a winner. Same roll, just a couple back. We've got another American. It is a Philadelphia minted quarter. What's it going to be? It's another state quarter, 2002, Indiana. It's got a little bit of the ring of death, but otherwise a pretty decent coin for being 20 years old. I just laid roll number 47 down and got a hint of color here, and it looks like a really nice looking Olympic commemorative, the women's hockey with that colored maple leaf. Give it a flip and take a peek at the obverse. That is a really nice one. I was just noting to myself that so far in the hunt, we've found just the three most, I guess the easiest to find ones, those breast cancer and the two poppies. We hadn't found any other color quarters outside of that. And there are lots of great ones to find. Of course, we've got this one now. This is one of those great ones to find. So maybe these last handful of rolls will have something else for us as well. Well, how do you like that same roll? And we're going to get the non-color version of the same coin we just found. That's really nice. And I can see behind there, we're going to get the men's hockey too, because I can see that design. So there is the men's hockey version, the non-color. What would be crazy if we found the color in these last few coins, which it doesn't look like we're going to do, but that would have been really cool. Roll 48, we've got that 2013 Life in the Arctic. And of course, there are two versions of this. There's one with the two little belugas on the top that are frosted, and then this one where they're not frosted. So a couple to look out for there. Same roll, another really nice Millennium. That's the January 1999. Excellent. Just getting towards the end of roll 49, and this is the third, absolutely gorgeous Cindy Clausen 2009 Olympic commemorative that we found in this hunt. Just fantastic. Well, an edge check on roll 50 tells us we're not going to get any more silver. Hopefully we'll find at least a gem or two in here. That would be great. Well, it looks like we are going to find a gem. We've got a really nice 1979, maybe an upgrader. It looks like there's some damage by the caribou, but we'll compare this against our finds in the album. We'll see if there's anything else in here. Otherwise, we'll do a wrap-up and we'll look at our album. Well, at least one more gem towards the back of the roll, one more pink ribbon. All right, so that hunt is done, and it was a fantastic hunt. We got all sorts of good stuff. We'll start here with our foreigns. We got a stack of 8 US quarters, including this 2008 Arizona State quarter in fantastic shape. Really, really nice. This 25 cents beside it from the Barbados from 1994 are other foreign. So that's always really cool when you get a foreign coin in there. Below that, we got 14 colorized quarters. It's a little bit less than we normally get. We usually do something in the low 20s, but we got a few of these 2004s, a couple in really nice condition. We got 8 of the 2006s, 2 2008 poppies, including this really beautiful one on top. And we got this gorgeous 2009 women's hockey color coin. That's amazing. In terms of other commemoratives, we got lots of stuff to look through and compare against the album. We got a few provincial coins. We got some really, really nice Millennium coins from 99 and 2000. You can see a couple of them on the top. They're just really good. We got some Mounties, some 1973s. These ones I just put here as placeholders. We're not going to keep them. They're not in great shape, but we did look at them to compare against the small bust and the large bust today. So we took a little bit of time to do that. And I got a whole bunch of others, some Olympics, and we got 3 just gorgeous, beautiful mint state Cindy Clausen quarters. Just fantastic. I haven't seen them that nice in a while. So some things to check against the album, some other ones. Any of these that are in really, really nice shape when I take a closer look, if they don't go in the album, I'm going to tube them up. In terms of our regular caribou quarters, we got a few here that we're going to check against the album. If in the top row here, that beautiful 72. We got a 74, a 79 in really nice shape. There is an 86. Below that, there's a 89, a 90, and a 93. We'll check against the album. We got a low mint 1983. Always good to find that. And of course, our silver find is this 1967 commemorative Bobcat silver quarter. It's either 50% or 80%, and it's not easy to find out. It doesn't really matter too much. We got silver, and that's awesome. We'll take a look at the album in a second. I just want to remind you to go check out Walker Magnet's YouTube channel. He's got lots of great coin videos, coin roll hunts, and some live streams. So check him out, Walker Magnet. Let's take a look at the binder, and we'll see if we get any new spots filled or any upgrades. Okay, we've checked against the album. We've got our Lighthouse Vista quarter album here. And we didn't have any new additions to the album. So we're sitting at 147 of 170 spots filled, 6 of the 17 silver. So that's where we've got some ground to make up. But we did upgrade some coins. So definitely in the 99 and 2000 commemoratives, we got some great ones. This 1999 March was an upgrade. Really beautiful coin. That 2000 Health, really phenomenal. So we got that one. And then the 2000 Harmony, this one was somewhat better than the one that's in here, but we could definitely use an upgrade. So this album is just getting better and better as we carry on. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a like. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, Caterroll Hunter, please take a moment to do that. I really appreciate that. That way you'll find out when I've got new videos coming out, and I have new videos coming out all the time. So thank you so much for watching. We'll see you again next time.